Alright guys, I'm back with my WWE Smackdown review for the 13th of the 9th, 2016, and this last episode of Smackdown was actually good. We had we obviously had the fallout from Backlash, so we open up a really good segment here, AJ comes out, and he's talking about how he beat Ambrose on Sunday for the title, and he's saying he told everybody that he was going to win the WWE World title on Sunday, and nobody believed him. Cena comes out and Cena says, I'm cashing in, I want to cash in, I want to be the first guy I want to make history, and I want to tie with Ric Flair's 16 world record. And I was like, man, I do not want, Cena to bury AJ, to just get the title. That doesn't make no sense, because, he's just been red hot for months, and, he's probably been the best wrestler in the WWE all year. He's been so consistent, even when he was a face beginning of the year and then heel in the summer, and so now he's been really consistent on the mic as well, and his cat has been so fantastic, and he's been the focal point and the focus on SmackDown has been AJ Styles for weeks and weeks and weeks now, so which is good. But Ambrose comes out and he said he's going to bury him when he gets his world title shot, when he gets his rematch calls. Then Shane comes out, he makes it a triple threat for No Way Out, so No Mercy. It's going to be AJ defending his title against Ambrose and Cena. And then later on, also he announces that it's going to be Cena and Ambrose versus AJ and a mystery partner. So yeah. Then we have Randy Orton cutting a promo at Bray Wyatt. He says, I finally know why you're the face of fear, because you're scared of me and whatever. And then Bray Wyatt, music hits, he comes out, Randy Orton hits everyone with an RKO. That was it really. Same old Bray Wyatt stuff. Bray cuts a promo, comes out, one of the Wyatt family get attacked, I don't know. But I don't know, a lot of people said that Backlash show that maybe Luke Harper was going to come back and maybe save Bray Wyatt, but in my opinion the best way to salvage something of Bray Wyatt's career and let him forget about everything that's happened is if you turn the dude face. End this feud with Randy Orton probably after No Mercy or whatever, or even if Survivor Series, don't drag it on that long, guys. But repackage the guy as a monster babyface. Bray Wyatt needs to be repackaged as a monster babyface. It will work better, and in my opinion, let's just try WWE. I mean, if it doesn't work out, which I don't think it might do, then, keep him as a babyface. I mean, Bray Wyatt is, people are a fan of him, he's over with the crowd, and why not just push him babyface? I mean, it couldn't hurt, him anymore. Him as a heel right now isn't actually doing anything good for him as a character, and his stock has really gone down, Bray Wyatt, since he keeps jobbing all the time, but, yeah. And then we get to a segment where it's Shane and Slater, where it's Slater and Rhino, and Slater's going to sign his contract, and then the Ascension come out of nowhere. I was like, what the hell are they coming out of here? So they come out and basically, it's basically they want a title match, and they got a title match on SmackDown, and basically Rhino and Slater squashed them. That was it really, and that was the end of that. So, and all that, and then we had the Usos versus the Hype Bros. A rematch from Backlash. I don't know why they put this on free television. If we saw this at Backlash, I don't know why. It was pointless to me, but like I said, the Usos won. We did get a video package for Kurt Hawkins. He returned to WWE. I don't think I spoke about this on the channel, but yeah, Kurt Hawkins is returning. I've talked about Shelton Benefit, not Kurt Angle. Not Kurt Angle. I mean Kurt Hawkins. And then we get a segment with The Miz. He's talking about he's gloating about his title reign and how he beat Dolph at Backlash. Dolph comes out for one more title shot. Daniel Bryan gives it to him, and then Miz is like, no, I'm not just going to defend my title at No Mercy. I'll do it on my terms, Daniel, because I want whatever. I can't remember what Miz wants, but apparently, there's going to be some, I don't know how the WWE are going to do this feud between Daniel Bryan and The Miz if Daniel Bryan cannot wrestle anymore. Maybe Daniel Bryan is rooting for Dolph Ziggler to take the title, or he says, well, you know what, Miz? If you want to make it hard for yourself and say you say that you're gonna defend the Intercontinental title on your time, well, I ain't gonna wait any longer. You're gonna defend it because you're active on this roster. You're on this roster, and like he says, you know what? Because you know what? I'm gonna call one of my friends. So and then he calls obviously Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe comes out, and maybe Samoa Joe and Misfeud, maybe. Because I mean that would be good. I mean Samoa Joe just recently lost the title to Shinsuke Nakamura on NXT Brooklyn. So it would make sense if Samoa Joe was the guy to get called up next to the main roster because he is red hot right now as a heel, but he could come in as a monster babyface. I don't know. But in my opinion, he's killing it on NXT. Samoa Joe is. Let him come up to the main roster and let's be with let's him be with the Miz. I mean, it might be good television. And then we got to the main event where it's AJ Styles. Oh no, I forgot about one match. How can I forget about this match? It was a 5-way number contenders match for the women's title. It was Alexa Bliss, my girl, versus Nikki Bella, Naomi, Carmella, and I think Natalia was in the match. I hope I got those names right. Yeah, I think I named everybody in the match. Yeah, and Becky Lynch was at ringside. So it was, it was what it was like at Backlash. It was decent, but my girl won. Alexa Bliss won, and I was like, yes, finally WWE pushing Alexa Bliss, yay! So yeah, it's gonna be Alexa Bliss versus Becky. I don't know how good the feud's gonna be, but I'm glad my girl's getting a push. So that's a thumbs up from me, and I'm happy. The main event though, it was AJ Styles AJ Styles and the Mystery Tag Team versus John Cena and Ambrose. So all through the night we had AJ trying to fight for an opponent. Like he asked Kane and all other people like Baron Corbin and that. Baron Corbin did have a match against Paul Cruz. I don't know how that match ended. I didn't watch it, but it was so AJ was so Dane Bryan put him with this jobber. He was on Raw against Braun Strowman, so whatever, I guess. And then he comes out the jobber, and then he gets skull crushed by the Miz. He's like, screw this, I'm going to be in the main event. So basically now, the Miz is now, obviously like I told you guys earlier, he's booking himself into main events, so he's doing it on Miz's terms, not on the WWE or Daniel Bryan's terms. He's doing it on his own terms because, he's sick of Daniel Bryan coming to make out and not doing it how Daniel Bryan wants him to act as a champion. He's doing it how the Miz wants to do it. And then, when I saw the Miz skull crushing doing like when I saw the Miz skull crush finale, the jobber, I just went back to like when he was like serious, when he was like super awesome as a heel in 2011. I was just thinking about if we can get back to that Miz who was awesome in the beginning of 2011 a couple years ago. Man, the Miz could be up there for challenging AJ for the world title. But yeah, so it's Miz and AJ versus Cena and Ambrose. Ambrose and Cena win. Miz gets AA'd by Cena. After the match, Ambrose turns on John Cena. Ambrose hits the dirty deeds. So it looks like now Dean Ambrose has turned heel because after the match he said, What? To the fans. Like, he was like mocking them and that. So yeah. So that was it, and that was my WWE Smackdown review for the 13th of the night, 2016. What do you guys think of this awesome Smackdown? I thought overall it was a good show. I think a lot of things in the next couple of weeks are gonna unfold between the whole Daniel Bryan and Miz thing still. Dean Ambrose's heel turn now, and now other things like we'll still continue the Bray Wyatt stuff and whatever. But you know what? We had some good positive things, like my girl Alexa Bliss becoming a contender, which is good, and other things like that, like the Miz and Daniel Bryan and the main event for the title, which is good, and obviously Slater and Rhino, which is fun as well. So that was my review for WWE Smackdown for the 13th of the night, 2016. Thanks for watching, guys. Right, go.